Good morning, good people. Motivation Monday, episode 53. We're gonna talk about the fear of competition. I was gonna make some fancy title or whatever, but that's the best way to put it, is the fear of competition. I apologize. I don't know if it's a cold or whatever it is, so if you hear me coughing and all that stuff, you know how we do. We don't edit, we keep it very honest and real with you guys. So if you hear me cough or if I sound a little nasally, I apologize in advance. But anyway, let's jump into this. So fear of competition. I was actually thinking about this while I was on the stairs this morning because there was a couple of things I wanted to talk about, and I was like, we really want to stay on this theme of let's take something that's a tough topic and figure out a way to turn it around to motivate us to do better. So in anything you're doing in life, there's competition. You know what I'm saying? And in fitness, there's competition. I am in the competing world when it comes to, bodybuilding and things of that nature. So when we talk about the fear of competition, it's the healthy fear that your competition should be putting into you. Now, that whether that's your rival in terms of that's somebody that you can't stand, or could be your best friend and you guys happen to do the same exact thing, and you know how hard they work and everything like that, but at the end of the day, only one of you can, be number one or win the prize or whatever the case. So all across that spectrum, competition at the end of the day is just however many people going after something where there's a limited supply. That's why I don't like participation trophies and stuff like that, because not saying it eliminates competition, but if you walk away with something just for showing up, how hard did you really have to work and you can still say, hey, I competed on the same stage with this or whatever. Anyway, so the fear that should be put in you, knowing that somebody else is working harder than you, should scare the living shit out of you. If it doesn't, you are in the wrong profession, wrong game, wrong whatever. Because when you're sitting there thinking about it, right? When it's time to perform, whether you're at work, you have to give a presentation, or you have to do your max benches, whatever it is, and you're going against somebody else. You're competing for a trophy. You're competing for business. You have to be fearful while you are doing the work that nobody sees, that somebody's working harder than you. Because at the end of the day, if you're the best, that's great. But you have to realize that at the end of the day, somebody could be better than you. Whether it's natural talent, they're better than you, or whatever. Sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles. But the thing you can control is how hard you work, because that person may be so great, things come so easy to them that they start to slack off. That's where somebody with, they might not be the best, but they have great talent and they work their ass off. That's how you catch that person slipping. You know what I mean? And the thing is, you don't want to be caught slipping. So there are people that are great. I always go to basketball because it's a very easy one to relate to. Your LeBrons, your Kobe's, your Michael Jordans, those guys are great, but their work ethic matches their greatness. So they know, not only am I great with my God-given ability, I'm making the most out of my God-given ability by the fact that I'm outworking everybody else. That's because they're driven by that fear of, damn, I can't be outworked. Because if that person, what I'm saying? It's funny, one of the best things about social media, people that, in the bodybuilding world, you're seeing what people are doing. Now, we're not seeing everything. Well, some people show everything. And you sit there and look, and it drives you because, damn, that motherfucker just did this. I need to stay on that. That's why I personally only post small bits, because I don't want to give somebody else that edit to say, oh, he's only doing this, I'm doing that. But the thing is, what drives you is that fear. When when you don't want to work, right? You tired, you don't feel good and all that stuff, but you're going to compete. You got to think about all the other jokers that you're going to be competing against. Because the judges don't care who's tired, who worked through what. They care about what they see up in front of you. You know what I mean? So you can't afford to let your foot off the gas. You can't afford to say, oh, I'm just going to chill, because somebody else, if that fear that person, that you don't see, is working harder than you, if that's not driving you nuts and making you say, I gotta do one more set, I gotta do one more rep, I gotta read extra pages, whatever it is, get out of that game, get out of that profession. because your heart's not in it. You see what I'm saying? Like it absolutely drives me insane. It pushes me. It pushes me when I'm tired, when something's hurting, when I don't feel like doing something. We always talk about finding your whys and this, that, and the third. I'm thinking about, damn, I know one of these people that's gonna be up on stage with me is working right now. And you know what? Here's the other, I won't say the flip side, the other part of that is, I know that that person isn't working, so I'm gonna work just as hard. I'm gonna do something to give myself an advantage. Because at the end of the day, you have to control what you can control. You can control how hard you work, when you work, and all these different things. So don't make the excuses when you don't see the results, because you didn't work. All right. So we won't cut it at that, because I don't want to get it too redundant. But yeah, Motivation Monday, episode 53. Hope this helps somebody.